All right, so here we're back to the question number 13, excuse me, 12. So here we have the question is we have four solutions: an initial mass of egg and final mass of the egg. The question is asking, using the data table above and your knowledge about process of science, which solution would represent the control of the experiment? The correct answer is D, because you see there is no change in the mass, so it's supposed to be some type of control solution. And again, the same scenario here. What is the independent variable of the experiment? And the independent variable, the from the option it has been given, it should be solutions, different type of solutions that they used. And since D is the control, if the question is given, D is the control, but in this question it's not given. So the different type of solutions, A, B, C, and D is the independent variable of the experiment. Next is we're going to talk about some properties of water. Water has much higher specific heat than most other covalent compounds. What do you predict might happen if the water has low specific heat? So if the water has low specific heat means it will change its temperature quickly. So what happens if the temperature changes quickly? The organism would definitely die because it cannot handle that quick change in the temperature. Another thing you might have seen, the small insects are walking on the surface of water, and why is it so? How come they could walk? It is, and like how we have seen like a paper clips floating on the surface of water. It's because the surface of water, there's a hydrogen bonds connects these water and form a film, and it is called the surface tension of water, and it holds together and form like a kind of trampoline, and then they can walk on the surface of water. So that is why this option is correct. When a florist places a bouquet of white carnations in water containing blue dye, after some time it turns blue. What happened is with the cohesion and adhesion of water molecules. The water molecule carry this dye passing through the xylem of these flowers, through the stem, and spread it on these flowers. So that is why this is the correct answer. Another example, Maria, after finding no cold soda, what she did, she just put it in the freezer. You read this question, so that's why I'm going to move on. And then what she noticed is, and the soda can split open. Why is it? Because when water freezes, the space between the hydrogen molecules expand. That's why the water in the soda, it expands and increases the volume. So when the volume increases, it pops. Number 18, water is essential for life. Its special properties make water single most important molecule for plant life. Which of these following properties of water enable to move from roots to the leaves of the plant? It is because a cohesive property of water. It's like one person is holding each other. So the water molecule hold them each other and form a column and climb up through the stem up to the top of the tree. Large bodies of water, such as lakes and oceans, do not quickly fluctuate its temperature. Why is it? Because it has high heat capacity. You have to really give large amount of energy to change the temperature of the water. Many fish and aquatic plants can survive a cold winter because the layer of ice forms on the top of the lake insulates the water. And why is it so? The question is asking what unique property of water contributes to this effect. It's because water expands and becomes less dense when it freezes. It forms a kind of insulation layer. Ice, remember, ice is an insulator. It forms on the top of the water. It forms as a layer on the top, and that's how it protects the organisms live in the lake. Next question, water is often called universal solvent because it's everything dissolved in water. Why water could do this? Because of the polarity and cohesion of the molecule, water acts as an universal solvent. And water makes up approximately 60% of the human body. And which property of water makes it good regulating temperature? It's because, again, it has high capacity of heat or high specific capacity. Water, it does not change its temperature so fast. It's a good insulator. Next is two of the four principal class of organic compounds is proteins and nucleic acids. Now we're going to switch to the macromolecule lesson. What's the relation between proteins and nucleic acid? The correct answer is nucleic acid contain the information to make proteins. Remember, nucleic acid, one of the example is DNA. DNA is found inside the nucleus. DNA sends the messenger molecule, which is RNA, to the ribosome, and the ribosome read that message and make the protein. So that is why this is the correct answer. Next is resistance to antibiotic results from various variations in the genetic code of the Streptococcus pneumoniae. Which type of molecule encodes genetic information? Always remember, genetic information is encoded by the nucleic acids, which is DNA, and messaged through the ribosome. I mean, mRNA, messenger RNA, sorry, to the ribosome. Which class of organic compound is carbohydrate in this case? One, two, three, four, five. There are five of them. And number one is, you can see there is a head here with the three tails, so it is a lipid. This one is a hexagon molecule. This is the glucose, so this is the carbohydrate. And this is an amino acid, this is the fatty acid, and this is the water molecule. So the correct answer is two, which is the sugar molecule, that is a carbohydrate. So I hope this will help you to find out why this answer is correct and why this is a carbohydrate, because you can see it's a hexagon ring and it is a carbon hydrogen combination and there is no nitrogen or anything like here. So this is the best choice for that. So if you have any question, please email me or ask me in the classroom. Thank you very much. I hope this is helpful.